Hello, guys. Hold on, let me get back. Angellighttarot23. If you don't know me, I'm a clairvoyant medium. I do tarot readings. I also talk to spirits. Who are right over here. Sorry. See, there. We are going to do the collective message. I didn't watch the news really today, so I don't know what was going on in news. Doing other stuff. Oh shit. Bounced off the collarbone. Get on my gum. Bounce. Alright, what's most important for us to talk about? These illusions. We have somebody breaking up. There's illusions around that. We have something to do with Australia. Daddy? Starstruck? Gathering info? We got Pluto. So somebody's like going within and making sure they're not allowing their dark energy to take the lead. Or somebody else. Because we do have this gathering information. So maybe somebody else is, you know, forcing somebody to go with it. They're seeing that when they don't make choices that are best for everyone and they're kind of selfish, that creates a lot of heavy burdens. And we have the Ace of Swords. There's some divine truth. Crossroads. Somebody's feeling like 10 heavy swords of truth are weighing upon them about this. Maybe they were being a little selfish. And that's what people are seeing. We have it's ancient. Something to do with India. The audacity. Yeah. Okay, so there are some people out there who are held in high honor in other countries. I'm in the United States. So some of these other countries, they have people in power that they hold high that don't mentally compare to anybody we hold high over here. And that's because they're lacking in areas that we are better off in.
Look out for lights.
So yeah, sometimes the ideas that they have and the things that they will do will make us be like, what the? We would never think to do that, but they have been mentally capped by weird dictators and stuff for generations, and they just haven't been shown a different way. Maybe they don't necessarily believe in the weird leaders that they have, but they came up with ways to work around them. Like over here, we don't have to do this and that to work around a fucking weird leader. So that's why they look weird to us.
Closer.
And we're like, is there something wrong with your head? Because there really is. There's really something wrong with their head, but it's not their fault necessarily. It's the way they were groomed up and raised. Alright, so we need to keep that in mind when it comes to certain things. When you hear somebody's, back to these illusions, when you hear somebody's all great and they're holding them up high and whatnot, it depends on
watch out
the situation. Is this overall a situation to where this person is gonna be successful against the other people who are being held high?
Do I scare you?
I'm sensing a circumstance to where no, that's not going to be the case. Like, okay, imagine if we're picking, if we were just going to forget about being separate when it comes to the different countries and whatnot and just become one. And then we need some leaders to be the overall world power. Who we gonna pick? There's a bunch of world leaders out there that the different countries are upholding, and if we were to pick some out, it's probably not gonna be somebody from one of these dictator countries. Okay, they want to like throw their dictator guy in, like, yes, this guy. And we're like, no, that's the terrorizer. The world does not need terrorizing. And then they're like, man, I thought people would agree that we need some kind of terrorizing going on. With the 10 swords. Hello, chat people.
Surprise.
Alright. The vision. The
Resemble.
goal. Somebody feels like they've been through a lot of obstacles to get to this point in their journey as they move forward to their overall goal and vision towards their dreams. And we have this Four of Cups. Somebody is in this energy of thinking for themselves. They know what they really want in their mind, but what's in their face is this, and that, and this, which is all looking the same. It's not this. That's what I'm thinking.
Hello.
Somebody's in love with whatever this is. So, when you are looking for this, and you know that's there, but people just keep trying to get you to pick this, and that. Like, how about this? How about that? Anything. Just pick anything but that. It makes you feel like this. Like, we have Page of Pentacles. Little prosperous points being delivered in a message. We have a Queen of Swords, this King of Swords, the Hierophant, going within, thinking a little deeper about what's really going on when it comes to that.
Share my story.
What are they asking for? What do they want? What are they gaining when you're not just going and getting that? What is the motive behind placing this, that, and that other shit in front of your face to distract you from this? That's that money question. We have 9 of Cups. Somebody's content but discontent at the same time. The King of Swords here. This King of Wands and Queen of Pentacles.
I'm making those noises.
Are kind of sleeping on some things and thinking about it before they make any movements.
Jason.
We have Ace of Pentacles the Fool, Page of Swords, Seven of Cups. Somebody's just waiting.
Hear us.
Somebody who wants to take the lead when it comes to matters at hand. I think they're feeling lost for words after the idiot got 10 of Swords, because whatever it was that they were upholding above something else that was more important fell through. That guy's whatever the fuck he had to hold up fell through. So now shit's hitting different altogether. So now they don't know what to say. They don't know what to do. They gotta look to their options. And they don't want to say anything because they don't want to say too much and be even more sus. So they're gonna wait and see what moves this King and Queen of Swords make. And then they want to make plans to...
I'm upset.
ruin the plans. Ratchet friends. Ratchet friends are the type of people that you invite to come along with you somewhere. And then before they get in the car, they loosen the bolts on the wheels. Like you say, we're going to go do this. We're going towards this vision, this goal. You coming with me, bestie? And they're like, yeah. And you're like, we're going to ride until the wheels fall off. So they're like, oh, let me just loosen the bolts so the wheels fall off faster. And they're like, yeah, okay, let's go. It's like, bitch, why the fuck would you do that? You don't really want to go. You're not in it to win it. You're not down to ride till the wheels fall off, really. Like, you're kind of dragging your feet a little bit by loosening the bolts. Why the fuck don't you just say, no, I don't want to go? It's not for you, bitch. It's not for you. I get mad at people for that shit. Like, don't, like, I want to go this way. The vision is this. The goal is this, because it's the next best thing for us to do. Why?
I'm upset.
Why would you, you know. This type of friend, you plan walks with them on the trail in the woods, and you're trying to like plan to be safe on the trail and whatnot, and you got survival tactics and shit, and they're just like, while you're not looking, or you're going to the bathroom or something, they're gonna dig a hole, throw some freaking sticks and leaves over it so you can't see, and they're gonna make you walk on the side of the trail that they dug the hole on, and they just want to watch you fall in the hole, and they're gonna laugh. Some of them will leave you there, and you'll wonder if you're gonna die or not.
Almost.
Right. Like, these are not friends. These are the type of people who don't actually care.
Be careful what you wish for.
Obviously, when they're doing stuff like that. Those are the type of people that I cut off completely, and I tell them to stay all the fucking way away from me. Because they're messy. can't get anywhere with those type of people. They don't really want to get anywhere. You gotta read the signs. It makes me, when somebody's loosening the bolts and tells me that they were down the ride and the wheels fall off, it makes me wonder if they just want me to die. If I get too successful, then it's harder to kill me, basically. They're fucking disgusting.
She's coming.
That is their goals. That is their dreams. To trap people and watch them suffer.
Malevolence.
Yeah, malevolence. We have a collaboration. Yeah, you don't want to collaborate with those type of people. I don't.
It's very lonely here.
We have a Two of Cups. Five of Swords. Yeah, that's a backstabbing. That's a betrayal. Right off the fucking bat. When ratchet friends do that shit. We have Temperance Angel. And the Nine of Pentacles. Yeah. Temperance Angel sees that a person would be better off going forth alone without a person like that. So your spirit guides would back you. You always want to try to make decisions that your ancestors can back you up on. Vision. Again. Justice. Yeah, they will, like, if you know, you're really about the vision or the goal, and it's a good vision and goal overall, and they set you up like that for failure right off the bat, and they betray you, and your ancestors see that,
This is great.
they will set you up for justice in return. And this is where I agree with the statement, nothing's written in stone. It's based off what people choose constantly. We have somebody's blind to something that's being left out. We have a soulmate, and they're seeing that something's connected to world issues and is out of control. Alarming. Karen is right about something. Oh shit. I always get nervous when this card comes out and somebody tells Karen they're
Agreed.
right. We have Luck of the Irish. Glitter versus golden. Like, golden people are heavenly. Just follow your own intuition. Yeah, if you're a golden person, whether you know it or not, you're connecting to the all. It's, you have to be aware of your abilities in order to strengthen them. So if somebody who has like eternal being abilities who hasn't really strengthened them, they will naturally just make it through life like Jesus has the wheel. And they don't really pay attention to it much. So they were out there. Glitter people, they like to mimic the golden. It's like having a monarch butterfly versus one of those little butterflies that comes by and it looks like a monarch, but it's not a monarch. We have little lies. Someone may be avoiding private details. Some people, when they're avoiding telling bigger lies, they'll point the finger in directions to distract, steer the conversation in another direction, or the focus. So pay attention to people who are trying to focus on the tiny details of somebody's private life. It's like, why? Why are you doing that? We upheal the past, live in the present, dream for the future.
Harmony.
We learn from the past. We are constantly growing, healing, and evolving. It's okay to take a look back at the memories so that we don't forget why we are the way we are now. Some people think about the past and who they used to be, and they think about who they are now, and they're sad and they feel damaged. But really, you just harden over time. You strengthen. You know. When you're young, you're innocent. You're squishy like a caterpillar. Then you cocoon up, and then you strengthen in the cocoon, and then you take flight. And everybody's like, wow, look at the beautiful butterfly. But if you don't do anything, nothing will happen. You see, there's a major issue at hand, and these people who want to focus on the tiny little details that don't fucking matter, they are behind the bigger issues that are connected to the world issues that really need to be taken a look at. So, if we know this, why do we keep allowing them to steer the focus in another direction? We gotta start hounding the right people. We can't just keep hounding the same people over and over because everybody knows nothing's gonna happen when those people get hounded, because they can take a hounding and they're innocent. It's a fucking ploy. That's what it is. We have Six of Cups. Something to do with the past. Motherfuckers be holding grudges for way too long while they are Christians and they're talking about forgiveness. That shit don't add up. Pay attention to things like that. We have the Fool card. The contradictions. When do you figure out how to clear people out of the way because they were being contradicting? It opens up opportunities. It allows you to go, it's doing yourself justice. Page of Swords. A little bit of truth being delivered. So it's like we're rolling with the punches when it comes to this situation that is connected to world issues. It's an imaginary problem, but it's not imaginary. It's a bunch of, it's fucking narcissists are us out there. And you know what they like to do? They like to gaslight. They just start shit for no reason. You could be sitting in your house. You can be the guy that doesn't talk to anybody. You just drink beer and watch TV and go to work. And somehow you get wrapped up in the drama that's connected to world issues and out of control. And it's because you were watching TV and drinking a certain type of beer. It's fucking ridiculous. And this is all connected to the war on drugs, the war on fucking Mexicans, and trying to get them back over the border. And this is political distraction issues. Nobody tells the truth, so we're all trying to run around and find solutions to shit that's not even a real fucking big issue, because the real fucking issues are being hidden under the surface. So I can't even begin to help people in the ways that they need help, because everything's fucked. So we're just gonna have to roll with the punches when it comes to that shit. I'm not a fucking politician, but I can fucking tell them that how to fucking run shit better than they can talk to each other about it. That's ridiculous.
We enjoy the company.
I didn't even go to college. I just went on Google and I taught myself how to do this stuff.
I was punished.
We have the Strength card. This is why people hate me and they're so intimidated by me. Because they're fucking paying their student loans. Now, I was like, fuck that. I'm not gonna fucking be in debt forever. And I'm gonna do my own thing. I'm gonna figure this out. You're fucking jealous. Oh, shit's big fun. I'm doing what I want. Alright. So the strong points and the truth is really what moves us forward. And the problems seem to keep fixing themselves. Because it's narcissists or us that we're dealing with. We have Four of Swords. People thinking about it. The he said, she said shit that they heard, and everything's adding up, and the things that they're seeing, and the signs they're getting from the divine. It's all coming together in one big
simplicity
ball. And that's how the problems fix themselves. They get scared to continue on with the fucking illusions, the lying, the cheating. Boom. Mind blown. Need more information. Praying for prey. Attention. Reports equal false. The angels are reading your thoughts. If you want the adventure, you must go for it. Sleeping to details. Looking to touch but not really buying. We have someone may need crystal or herbal healing. Be wary of people who tell you you need healing randomly. They're fucking weird. Even I have weird people approach me like, let me do a reading for you. You have dark people in your energy and blah blah blah. No. I never fucking approach people and say that shit.
I don't like talking.
They could be trying to do spell work on you. It's all about your intentions. We got dark web users. Dark webs of lies and deceit. Bad goals. Bad visions. If you're feeling down, all it takes is a change in focus. See? Don't get stuck. Don't get caught up in the doldrums, because they started to steer your focus towards the distractions. Decide, okay, this is some bullshit. I don't give a fuck about any of this shit, and go back to what it was you were doing. Oh, dude.
Crew.
Sam and Dean are out there taking care of them witches. I made friends with Negan on TikTok. One of my favorite shows is Supernatural. And the guy who played the dad, John Winchester, in Supernatural, was Negan.
Injury.
And I seen that he's got a new show. I watched it the other night, where I was trying to. I have a hard time watching TV. I don't really like watching TV that much. But Destination X was what the show's called.
Holly. I'm beside you.
Yeah, if somebody's being controlling, they want control financially over somebody or a situation. I gotta look further, hold on. We got strength. And a lot of communication. I'm thinking about how I had said the ratchet friends will loosen the bolts on the wheels before you take off. It can set you up to be in a financial pinch, kind of like later when you're like almost to your goal. Like you're seeing the destination on the horizon that you and your friend were going to, and then all of a sudden a wheel falls off and you're like, look at the friend, and they look back at you, and then you're like, the wheel fell off, we didn't make it, I don't have any money to fix this, or have to walk or something. So that makes you take a hit, because then you don't have your car anymore. You're then walking. It's going to take extra energy to get to the goal.
This is my land.
And time is money. It's going to take extra time to fucking walk instead of drive. Like, all that shit adds up. And this is how these people get that control over you, like, kind of financially, and put that financial success cap on you. That's a strong way to do that, when you fuck up somebody's valuables. Make it harder to get places. Like, they did magic on my car. My car, Calvin, that I decorated up, it hasn't been running for a couple of months now because I can't keep fixing it. And weird shit just keeps happening to it. Last time I was driving it, it kept acting weird. It was driving, and in the middle of me driving, all power just cut out.
My life was
like a
great.
UFO drove over and cut the power out, and I was afraid people were going to come up behind me and hit the car because there was no lights or anything after all power cut out. So it's like a death trap basically right now, until I figure out what the fuck. I decided to, instead of fix that right away, I bought myself an e-bike because it's summer and it's nice for me to have that when that fucking car starts acting up, because they did rituals.
Lungs.
one day, I was out there, after it broke down, I was watering my plants. And then I was going to rinse off Calvin. So Calvin was at least shiny still. And as soon as the water hit his window, it fucking cracked. I was like, oh my god. I was like, never in my fucking life have I ever had the glass on the car,
I'm in my 30s,
react to the heat and the water. I watched people wash cars for fucking ever. Ever since I was little, people have been washing cars. And the windows don't crack. Rituals. They will fucking pay for that. Not pay for that. No, they'll pay for that. Serious. There's people around them who know they be doing that shit. And they're the ones that will cut them. I don't know why they do that. But there's guys like, you see, this is what people don't fucking realize. Is there's spiritual gangsters out there who are literally hunting these fucking witches because there's nothing you can do about them legally. Like the guy Castro. I watched an episode of something about him and the girl he was with, and he said he was an angel, and he said that she told him that she was she had a prediction that she was gonna die in the pool. And while the kids were there, they waited inside, and he was there and said that he stood by while he watched her prediction come true. Like, that's the type of shit they're on. It's fucking weird. I feel like he offed her for being a fucking witch, and he's an angel. About the kids, man. Those type of people who have bad intentions and they're doing these rituals on the good people, they're connected to pedophiles. Like the bad guys that we really do not want to associate with at all. If we find them out, they're dead. Alright, back to the reading. I went off on a little tangent there. Alright, we have Ace of Pentacles. That's what all this communication's about. Ironic. The last card that came out is this Eight of Wands, which is like creative wands of things being said, being thrown around. Alright, Ace of Pentacles. This Two of Cups, relationship. There's a Queen of Wands here. And we got the Hermit mode. Temperance. Connecting with Source. Like in meditation. When you're laying in bed at night and you're thinking a lot, your ancestors can hear your thoughts. God hears your thoughts. That's who you're connecting with at that time. They will force you to think about certain things. They want you to come to conclusions. And this is why people will be stuck thinking about things over and over and over, because they don't want to face the facts. They don't want to face reality. So the Temperance Angel is trying to help them bring balance in their meditative state. They need to come to epiphanies in order to move forward. We have emotional fulfillment. Page of Wands, a message of creativity being delivered that really is forcing these people to
Many
go
happy
within
memories.
and sort things out themselves. You know, they start getting excited about this and that, and then they go too far. They forget to think about certain things, and then all of a sudden they're creating chaos. The reason people don't like to tell other people about their plans is because of ratchet friends, and because sometimes if you're trying to keep it cool about something and you want to make sure the opportunities aren't ruined, you're sitting back, you're behaving, putting in the work appropriately, and some other motherfucker will ruin everything because they got ahead. You can't control other people. It's like,
optimism.
Listen, I'm ahead of this situation, and I'm sitting back and chilling about it. Can you stop getting ahead of the rest of the fucking group and get the back of the line, bitch? They think that they're going to get the spiritual game to run faster if they come up with their petty ass complaints to the front. That just gets them slapped back to farther at the end of the line. Because nobody wants to see them again for a while. Basically, that's what happens, for real. So, yeah, don't be stealing the spotlight with your petty ass complaints out there. Nobody wants to hear it. If Karen comes up to the front with more complaints, it better fucking be good. That's what I tell her. When you're on the front lines of the spiritual war and you're a part of making judgment calls and you're basically ruling like a fucking lord, a real fucking king, a real fucking emperor, you handle shit different. You gotta think different. Like some of these people, they want to rule a whole fucking kingdom, but they don't even know how to think about their fucking partner. When you're ruling a kingdom, you have to think about everybody in the kingdom. These motherfuckers forget about their kids. You know? Some parent that fucking left their baby in the car for 9 hours and it died, better the fuck not come up to the front to steal the spotlight to share their little fucking piece. I don't want to hear that shit. You know? You have to draw the line with people when it comes to dealing with these dream catchers, the trappers, it's good versus evil at the end of the fucking day. There's good people of all groups out there and bad people.
Nice to meet you.
I just happen to know, like, who's the worst. Like, if I have to deal with some dark individuals, and I have to choose these guys over those guys, I can make that decision. Yeah. Yeah, that ban the sex trafficking. Well, how are we going to do that? They already did. You know? It's not okay. Right now. But they're still doing it. How are they doing it? How is the sex trafficking still working? Even though they have banned it. Motherfuckers allow that shit. Who is it though? Where are they? Have you seen any of them? I did. I seen some of them because they were trying to fucking trap me. And I told the police
More energy.
my suspicions. And they seen the suspicious things that I had pointed out. Still, they can't do shit. You wanna know
You
why?
are a miracle.
That's because chiefs of police out there like in pussy too. However, they can get it. Alright, we're gonna end this here. Have a good night, guys. I might do ghost therapy over on TikTok. So, be looking out for that. Let me go in live over there. Definitely, if you're not following me over there, go follow me. And make sure you're, like, notified for when I do go live and post videos and stuff. Have a great evening or day, depends on when you're watching this, I guess.